Hey beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Pandora, and today we're entering the playful, curious, unpredictable, and utterly fascinating world of the Gemini man in love. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been completely captivated by someone's words, only to wonder a week later if they meant any of it? Yep, welcome to the Gemini experience. If you're here, it's probably because there's a Gemini man who's making your heart race and your mind spin. He's texting you at all hours, making you laugh like no one else, showing you the most magical attention. And then suddenly he goes quiet or changes moods like a breeze. And you're wondering, is this love, is this real? Or is he just in love with the idea of me? Well, today we're going to figure that out. Because when a Gemini man truly falls in love, there are signs. And once you know what to look for, beneath the charm, the curiosity, and the chaos, it becomes very clear when you've truly captured his heart. So grab your favorite drink, maybe a journal to take notes, and let's dive into the beautifully complex mind of the Gemini man in love, understanding the Gemini man's love language. Before we dive into the signs, let's talk about what makes a Gemini man tick. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and quick thinking. He is curious, witty, social, and always thinking 5 thoughts at once. This is not a man who falls in love because of physical attraction alone. He falls in love with your mind, your ideas, and your ability to keep up with him. To love a Gemini is to be on an adventure. To be loved by a Gemini is to be invited into a constantly evolving, exciting, unpredictable universe. But here's the truth. He may not always say "I love you" in the ways you expect. Sometimes his affection is hidden in his words, his jokes, or his shifting attention. But make no mistake, a Gemini man in love is different. And here's how to tell if his heart has chosen you. 1. He shares his mind with you. Gemini men are thinkers. They're constantly processing, analyzing, wondering, imagining. Most people only get surface-level versions of their thoughts, the funny stories, the clever jokes, the smooth banter. But when a Gemini man loves you, he starts to share the real stuff. He tells you about his fears, his insecurities, his ideas that he's afraid people will laugh at. He talks to you for hours, not just about pop culture or memes, but about life, death, the universe, his childhood, his dreams. This is intimacy for a Gemini. When he lets you into his inner world, not just his outer charm, you've touched his heart. 2. He wants to talk to you constantly. One of the most obvious signs a Gemini man is falling in love is the volume and consistency of his communication. He's texting you at all hours. Funny thoughts, articles, memes, thinking of you messages. He wants to share every new thing he learns with you. It's not just to pass time, it's because you've become his favorite person to think with. If he's calling you just to hear your voice, if he's texting you every morning and every night, if you feel like he's talking to you more than anyone else in his life, that's a Gemini man saying, "You stimulate me, you excite me, you're becoming essential to my world." 3. He flirts, but differently. A Gemini man flirts with everyone. That's just his nature. But when he's falling in love, the tone of his flirting changes. It becomes softer and more emotionally connected, less about shock value and more about genuine sweetness. He starts flirting with your mind, not just your body. He compliments not only your looks, but your opinions, your writing, your talents. And when other people flirt with him, he still might banter. Gemini will always be Gemini, but you'll feel that his real energy is still focused on you. He may even tone down his usual flirting style to avoid making you uncomfortable. And that, for a Gemini, huge. 4. He shows up when it matters. Gemini men can be scattered. They love freedom, they resist schedules, and they follow their curiosity. So if he keeps his word, shows up on time, or rearranges his schedule just to be there for you, it means he's prioritizing you in a real, grounded way. Especially if it's something important to you, or performance, your job interview, or family dinner, a hard day where you need support. If he's not just available but fully present, that's love. Because Gemini can be in 10 places at once, but when he's in love, he wants to be with you. 5. He opens up emotionally and gets a little nervous. Gemini men are great at talking, but emotional vulnerability, that's more complicated. When he's falling in love, you'll notice moments where he's suddenly awkward, unsure, even quiet. And this might surprise you. He's used to being the confident communicator. But love makes him feel vulnerable, and that throws him off. He might test the waters with little confessions like, I don't usually say this, and this probably sounds dumb, but I've never told anyone this before. That hesitation, that nervousness, that's your clue. The Gemini man isn't just talking, he's revealing, and that means his heart is getting involved. 6. He wants you to join his world. When a Gemini man loves you, he wants to bring you everywhere. And his favorite coffee shop, his secret playlist in his childhood neighborhood, his weird niche hobbies and his friends, his family, his favorite hangouts. You start becoming part of his rhythm, his rituals, his routines, not just because he wants to impress you, but because he genuinely wants you to belong. He starts inviting you into conversations that matter to him, asking your opinions, involving you in decisions. You're no longer just someone he likes, you're someone he sees beside him. That's a subtle shift, but for Gemini, it's a huge one. 7. He makes you laugh, but also listens when you cry. Gemini men are known for their sense of humor. They're witty, clever, and can make you laugh till you cry. But when he's falling in love, he starts showing up emotionally too. He's still playful, but when you're hurting, he doesn't just joke it away. He listens, he comforts. He might stumble a little, unsure of what to say, but he stays. He wants to be your light, not your distraction. When he's in love, his humor becomes a bond, not a barrier. He makes you feel better and understood. That's when you know, this isn't just fun, it's real. 8. He shares his favorite things with you. Gemini is an air sign, mentally oriented, full of ideas and curiosities. When a Gemini man is falling for you, he starts curating experiences for you. He sends you, and his favorite songs and books that changed his life, and movies that moved him and podcasts he can't stop thinking about, on articles he thinks you'll love. These aren't just random links, they're parts of his inner universe, and he's choosing to share it with you. That's Gemini's way of saying, you matter. You're part of my story now. 9. He talks about the future and you're in it. Geminis live in the present moment until they fall in love. Then suddenly they start imagining the future. And if he's bringing you into that picture, even casually, it's love blooming. We should go there together someday. If I ever move, you're coming with me. I could totally see you as the mother of my kids. He may not say I want to marry you directly, but the hints will come. Pay attention to those small, spontaneous comments. That's him testing the waters, seeing if you feel the same. If you do, and you show it, he'll go all in. 10. He stops looking elsewhere. This is big. Gemini men are curious about everyone. They like connecting, flirting, exploring. But when he falls in love, his energy narrows. He still has friends, he's still social. But you'll feel that his focus is on you. He's not chasing other women. He's not entertaining distractions, he's content where he is, with you. And not just content, inspired. You've become his favorite story, his favorite person, his favorite adventure. Bonus, red flags versus real love from a Gemini man. Let's get real for a second, because Gemini men can be confusing. Here's what is not love, even if it feels exciting. And he's hot and cold constantly. He's charming, but not. Reliable and he shares emotionally, then vanishes. He talks about you, but doesn't involve you. He keeps conversations shallow, even after months. That's infatuation, boredom, or emotional avoidance. But love from a Gemini man looks like insistent communication, emotional openness, and shared curiosity and deep listening and laughter with meaning, being part of his inner world. It's light and deep, fast and slow, playful and intimate, and when it's real, it sticks. And there you have it, beautiful souls, the signs that a Gemini man is truly falling in love. Yes, he's a whirlwind. Yes, he'll keep you guessing sometimes. But when a Gemini man chooses you, chooses to stay, to share, to grow with you, that's no accident. It means you've become the one person who makes his mind race and his heart feel calm. The one who keeps up and slows him down. The one who makes life feel like the best kind of adventure. So now I'd love to hear from you. Are you with a Gemini man? Have you seen these signs in your own relationship? Drop your story in the comments. I read every one, and I absolutely love hearing how the stars are moving through your life. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more zodiac and love wisdom from me, Pandora. Thank you for being here today. And remember, love is written in your stars, but it's lived in your heart. See you in the next one.